And hello, folks. Welcome. Welcome to our next version of Hello Digital Business. And today it's my great pleasure to be able to introduce you to a new gentleman that I've only just recently met. He is from Perth, Australia, and it's actually really early over there in Perth compared to Sydney here. We're 3 hours difference. Edwin, let me introduce you to Leanne Live. Welcome.
Hello, thank you, Leanne.
Thank you for coming and spending some time with us.
Yeah, well, the pleasure is mine, really, Leanne. Thank you so much.
Edwin, would you like to just share a little bit about yourself? What was life like for you before digital business?
Yes, so I'm a father of three. I've got like about before we started or when we started, we've got about maybe 3-year-old daughter, maybe 10-year-old my second daughter, and then my eldest would probably about 15 then. So now they're
Okay.
17, they're 14, and they're 5. So yeah, and I do aged care work, and yeah, as you can imagine, being a nurse, aged care work, you have to put a lot of hours to get a decent amount of money to be able to put in your pay slip after a week or so. So yeah, so it's a bit of a struggle, but we thrive as we do before. And like I said, I like to help other people, but it's just that financial limitations that we have because of that. It's a bit hard.
Mm,
So yeah, so
yeah,
that was us. Otherwise, life is good. I've got my children at school and stuff like that. So yeah.
yeah, nice. So, was there a reason why you chose to do a digital business as well as you're working with your aged care?
Yes. Well, my wife sort of like really um, joined the business like a year before I did, and she actually did saw the potential, and she keeps talking to me and really wanting to make that work for us. And obviously being skeptical, I sort of like, oh, okay, that's just another online business and stuff like that. So I sort of like
Okay.
didn't jump in straight away. So I think pandemic hits, and that made me realize how vulnerable we are actually, especially in
Mm,
our nature of work. That something so quick like that, your income per se can be cut
mm,
off, and that really actually did something to us actually when the pandemic hits.
mm,
And that then made me realize I need something that more sustainable than just
mm.
doing I don't mind working my employee
Yeah,
mindset. I can just work all day all night, I'm fine, as long as I know that I'm
yeah.
doing something for my family.
Right.
um,
Okay.
but I know at the back of my head, I'm losing that precious time with my kids, with my family themselves, and just spending with
Mm,
work really. So that's why we opted in for something more. So I jumped in after I realized how great the business is, and yeah, it's
yeah.
wonderful, really.
So you did say that you were a little bit skeptical at first,
Yeah,
when your wife was doing that. So,
yeah.
so was how long was it between when your wife started and you jumped on in?
Mine would probably about 6 to 8 months
Yeah,
after she joined in. I mean, I try and do engage with what she does back in the day, like
yeah,
and watching the webinars and stuff and sharing these informations from success of other business owners back then. And
yeah.
I do want her to really make that work for her, but because I'm working long hours, it's really hard for me. Being having that employee mindset, I'm already working long hours. It's really hard for me to see that I have to spend a time to do this and that as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
But it
that's
really is
why.
a different mindset, isn't it? Like when
Yeah,
you first jump in and just understanding that you're actually, it's not about a quick get rich thing. This is a business, like it's a business
that's right.
mindset and it's a journey that you're growing your business. It's
Yeah,
like building, it's a relationship, and it do you would you agree with me? It's like having another child. Like,
it is. And actually that's what they said before, like treat it as your child, because it's something that need to have a good foundation on to grow, to be able to work for you. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so that is, I agree to you. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So
Mm,
the reason why I asked you that is because you said that you actually said something that I really resonate with. As a healthcare worker, I used to have to go to work and leave my children who were a little bit unwell at home in the care of somebody else, and I would go to work and look after children as a pediatric nurse. And I remember those times of feeling, oh my goodness, having to leave my own children in the care of somebody else to work. And I think it's not until you're actually experiencing these little moments that you go, oh, maybe is there another way? Is there another thing that we could do that would complement our income? And it's there's got to be a little bit of struggle there to want to change, isn't there?
that's right. Yeah. So I believe that what we go through actually do open up something for us if we are open to look for a better way to do things. So yep, I agree to you. You know, we go through things, and I think I mentioned to you before that yeah, I go through things, and I really stopped doing the business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stopped doing the business after maybe good a year after. So 2019,
Yeah.
2020, I joined in 2021. I think I didn't do much of the business on the 2021. And then I suffer from anxiety and stuff like that. And that
Yeah.
really, everything that's happening just burns me out.
Yeah. Wow.
The feeling that, the feeling of insignificance, no matter what you do,
Mm.
it's just there. So it's it's something that prompt me after a while, and I thank God for picking me up from where I was, and just this is where you're supposed to be. You know, so I
Yeah.
from there I just decided, okay, this is actually something that it's worth doing, and worth doing because it's for my family, for my loved ones, and for all the dreams that I may have. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So was
Mm.
there a turning point where you said, hang on a minute, this is what I need to be doing? What was it for you that actually, was it something that you saw, somebody's story that triggered you that said, okay, wow, this is the change that I need to make?
Yeah, I think all the while after say good whatever 6 to 9 months of being in that place of my life, I'm pretty sure that there's always been a prompt for me to get back up.
Mm,
But it requires something from us to be able to to receive what is being offered to you.
mm,
So when you said what particular situation, yes, there is, because once I then decided to just watch a particular mastermind in our global community, it
yeah.
opens something to me that, hey, I'm taking it so seriously that it
Mm,
shouldn't be, and I can actually do it. There's
mm,
one presenters and coach that did the mastermind that we have, and it's just really captivated my heart to say, you can actually do this. You can, and
mm,
if you just follow the training that we have, it's the same training that these guys 3 4 5 years back have used and made it successful. So if that's a pathway that I'll just do as well, it then would work. And realizing that this is like what you said, not a get rich quick scheme.
yeah.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
It's something that you need to build foundation on, um, and just keep yourself and your mind positive. So that really helped me
Yeah.
going back up
That's
and
awesome.
getting here again. Mm.
Mm, that's fantastic.
Mm.
I just I can see, just even from your story, the transformation that you've experienced already. That was going to be my next question, and you already answered it for me. But is there something that you would like to share with the people watching today? That's something that you've learnt from this experience, that you would like to pass on to other people.
Yes. So really, what I saw in this business initially is to just knowing and wanting to pass on to, for example, for my coworkers or whoever that I have influence with, that there's a way that they can enjoy back their time with their family,
Mm.
because that's something that's always get taken back because of your work. You have to be able to provide enough for our needs, and sometimes one income or one and a half income stream is not enough to sustain all the needs that we have in our family. So that's something that I want to share. And for me, really, I've got my weekends back from after Thursday. So Thursday is my Friday, and I've got the long weekends every week. So I've got the time to really spend more with them now. So how amazing was that? And initially, that's just how I wanted. I just wanted to
Yeah.
reduce my working hours. You know what I mean? It's something that I love doing. I love taking my kids to school. I love being able to pick them up most of the week, which
Mm.
I haven't been able to do back when I was working. You know what I mean? I mean, I still do work now. Yes, I'm doing this as a sideline, but in the process, I'm gaining a lot from it, just in the time um, liberty alone. So it's amazing, and yeah, it's just wonderful feeling, and I want to share that to everyone because I know how
Yeah.
hard they work. Mm,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Thank you for sharing that.
yeah,
Um, it's one of our goals as well. Nurses are really having a tough time right now with everything that's happened with the pandemic, and I think it's just a really good message to share with people right now that there are other options out there. It's certainly not something that happens straight away. It's something that you build upon, and
yeah.
it's definitely a great goal. And I'm so glad that you've achieved that, Edwin. That's fantastic news. Edwin,
Mm.
right now, Nicole has been watching. Thank you so much, Nicole, for joining
Oh,
us tonight. She's actually said she's has shared some things with you. I'll just bring them up on the screen.
oh
Nicole
yeah,
said it's great that your wife joined, and then you saw how good it was to work online.
that's right.
And she says, "Thank you for sharing, Edwin. So many people would also be suffering from anxiety. Absolutely, I think that's the time we're living in right now. It's everybody's feeling it. And Nicole said, so good to see you push through. And Nicole, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank
And for
you.
those who are watching, who will watch the replay later, one thing about this business is that the support that's available from the business community, being an international community as well, that there's always somebody there that actually gets what you're going through, isn't it? Do you, how do you find the community, Edwin?
It's just so positive, like what we've mentioned. It's just help us to stay in the right mindset.
Yeah.
And this is something I want to encourage with people that suffers from anxiety. I think it's part of my brand as well. Like
Mm.
it's really hard to get yourself out of that sometimes if you're in there. But what I've learned about this business community that we have is really keeping yourself on the positive side. And there's so much
Mm.
in our training that help us to do that, the support of the community. And it's just the testimonies of these people, you know, however they
Yeah.
long they're doing this business, how the transformation they have, and they sharing this with us. It's just give us hope
Mm.
to know that hey, it's actually real, it's actually true. Otherwise, none of this, what, 115,000 individuals
Incredible amount of
have
money,
this,
amount of people, money,
isn't
people.
it? Like, crazy, crazy. So yeah, no, that's there's that. Mm,
Yeah, it's
mm,
it's I just think that one thing about this business system is the fact, um, like we are seeing people achieve every day, and like you said, like when you're seeing people's testimony and they're living out their dreams, they're achieving their goals that they set for themselves, you can't help but feel positive and hopeful that you're heading in the right direction. And that's what I love so much about these interviews, is because Everyday people come, they see they have a need, they have a struggle, they realize I need something different to make my goals come true for my life. And they do something about it. They follow a system that's been provided. The steps are all there. We're following footsteps of people that have succeeded in the business, what they've
Yes.
done right, and trying to avoid the things that they did wrong. And and we're seeing people succeed. And just like you, Edwin, um, I'm very grateful that you came tonight to share your story. That this is a journey, and it's a really lovely journey to be on. And I'm so glad that you can be on that journey with us tonight. So thank you
Thank
for your
you.
time.
Welcome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Leanne Live. And we will see you again soon on another Hello Digital Business. And it's just great. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you.
And we'll
Thank
see
you.
you again.